Here we are for the next race of the Gatorade Cup Series Season number 5. We're here at the Kansas Speedway for the running of the 5-hour Energy 400. On the pole for tonight's race is Jason Smale Jr. in 33. Two's outside is the 24, Cynthia Bright. In 30 you have Michael Canto. 4th is Keegan Thompson. And rounding out the top 5 got Eli Bright. Then 6th you have Francis Dustin. 7th is Josh Mio. 2's outside and 8th is teammate Trey Rainey. 9th is Jay Jefferson. Rounding out the top 10 you got Wyatt Walker. The rest of the field goes Alex Stewart and then Kevin Bandon along with Patrick Smith and Max Anderson. Then you got Tim Randolph and Joe Jefferson. Levi Jones and Julius Anderson, Brady Ernest and Michael Gregory. They got William Seaman and TJ Hanley, your all-star winner. Then Riley Spraytube in points leader, Luigi. Right behind him is third in points, Justin Heath, and then John West. Second in points, Tim Gary starts back here along with Case Meal. Then you got Derek Bouchard and Andrew Miller. Then Adam Lewis and Evan Hunter, Carter Friesen and Jonathan Buford, DJ Reed and Javier Hernandez. Then you got Alexander Rowe and Brandon Tharp, Marcus Hodge and Isaac Nichols, and rounding out the field in 42nd and 41st, Jeff Bright and Luke Rainey. So that is your starting lineup here at Kansas. Let's now go down to track set for the command.
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt a little tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
42 cars fire up here at the Kansas Motor Speedway. So we're going to get set for 41 laps around this 1.5 mile oval in the Midwest. Oh, Wyatt Walker with the problem. He's down the apron. He was set to start, I believe, somewhere 10th, I think. That's a really tough break for him. He's going to surrender that outside spot. Or the outside lane moves up a spot. Jeff Bright trying to get caught up. He possibly had some issues getting into gear. So the pace car dives in. 41 laps here at Kansas. Jason Smale Jr. on the front row. 2's outside is the 24, Cynthia Bright. As they come down the front area into the restart zone, Jason Smale Jr. steps on the gas. We are racing here at Kansas. Michael Canto with a 3-wide move to the bottom to get to the racing. Now the battle for second. They're 3 wide behind. Eli Bright's going to take second position. This is where the wrecks are going to happen. If they get into the wall of turn 4, normally a car might go down onto the apron to avoid it. Right there you see Patrick Smith, one of them. Case Meal going to do it. Smith way down into the grass. The hope they have is then when he gets down to the apron in turn 1, he doesn't come up into the field, which is what he's going to do. Comes up into Hanley and they're wrecking already. And that is a classic case of Kansas right there. Julius Anderson, TJ Hanley, William Seaman, Case Smito, Michael Gregory, all with damage in that. They're racing back now. Canto trying to beat Eli. He's going to do it. Michael Canto will lead them back to the caution flag. And already early on, just like we predicted, a car gets down the apron. And then for some reason, the people who made the track decided that they would just shoot down to the apron in turn 1 because we can't have a track with good AIs anymore. Let's see what happened. So here to see some cars bounce off the wall. And then up ahead, you can see Patrick Smith in the 51 is going to get down onto the apron. Behind them, the 20 Case Samil does the same thing. And Julius Anderson just an innocent bystander. Everyone's getting by. If only the people who made the track decide that they would care about the AI and see what the AI did instead of focusing on online racing. Smith's going to come up into Hanley right in front. Case Mills going to go up into Riley Spraytube. He's going to get William Seaman. And TJ Hanley gets lifted off the ground by Julius Harrison. Michael Gregory, last season's champion, also involved. And they see Andrew Miller also with damage. So let's go on board with TJ Hanley first, as he won the All-Star race. He's already in the chase, so this won't really be a big blow for him in points, but obviously he wanted to do good here at Kansas. And it's got to be heartbreaking when something like that happens. Michael Gregory also got damage in this. And then one more of your points there. Luigi in the 42 is right behind Hanley in the 30. I believe he was able to escape this. And I believe Luigi got through without any incident. So Michael Canto in the 09 led the field back to the stripe. They will stay out in the 09 car will lead us back to the green flag. Coming back to the restart in lap number 7, you can see Julius Anderson and TJ Hanley have both retired from this race. We have 40 cars left in the race, 39 in the lead lap. Remember, Wyatt Walker did not get going. He came down pit road. He's a lap down. He'll be to the inside right now in the 40th position, as Michael Canto will lead the field back to the green flag. Eli Bright will be second. Third is Josh Meal. Fourth, Jay Jefferson. Jason Smale Jr. is fifth. And they got Keegan Thompson in 6th, 7th Kevin Bann, 8th Francis Dustin, 9th Levi Schoen, 10th Tim Randolph. Thompson riding a wave of momentum, won the last race here in the Coca-Cola 600, or the Pepsi 600, so he's got a lot going for him there. Into the restart zone they come. Green flag is back out. Canto with a great jump. He wanted to get clear of Wyatt Walker and leave the others behind, stuck on the high side. See, Eli Bright's going to get stuck up there. Josh Meal may as well. And that's going to hurt. 2nd and 3rd place right there. Allow Michael Canto to pull away as they come down the back straightaway. Jay Jefferson might get to 2nd through all this. So he's going to get to the bottom lane. Jason Smeo Jr. stays high. Josh Meal stays high. Eli Bright also stays high as they will come off of turn number 4. Wyatt Walker holding up 2nd on back, and that's really allowing Michael Canto to pull away. It's not really Wyatt. I don't know if Wyatt's slower or not. It looks like he might be just a little bit as Canto is pulling away. Jay Jefferson finally going to move underneath him. He's going to get to the 2nd position, obviously. Eli Bright's going to try and settle back into 3rd and try and get by that 36. But here comes Josh Schmido. Eli Bright's going to force it 3 wide. Put the lap car up top. Luckily, Walker did not get into the wall there. They're still 3 wide down the front stretch. I believe Semino might let Eli into line right there. Yeah, he did. Smart move. You don't want to be going through 1 and 2, 3 wide, especially off of each corner. It gets very dangerous with the wall there. Here comes Levi Schoen. He might make it 3 wide. Oh, he drove it in. Pushed his Semito up the track. Here comes Levi Schoen. He gets a little tight down low, however. Caution has come out, so we do have another wreck. Justin Heath involved, Luke Rainey, Adam Lewis, DJ Rita. Those cars are all torn up. I believe Alexander Rowe with damage. My, oh my. Those cars are all torn up. Michael Canto leads them back. And let's see what happened. Heavy damage to a lot of cars. Who can believe it? But cars got into the wall and then some went down to the apron. Look at the 55 and the 48. Now that would be fine if they just came back up into the track and decided to stay up there. But if we made a track right, we would know that that wasn't going to be the case. And Isaac Nichols comes out, wipes out the 22, the 9, the 21, and they go down, and they hit hard with some of those guys. My goodness. It's a very, very big wreck. Look at this from a different angle. 48 comes up, and watch this. Some of these hard hits by the 2, the 7, the 20. My gosh. Heavy crash right there. And that gave a ton of damage to a lot of cars. As Joe Jefferson came down pit road, so he's a lap down. Michael Canto led the field back. And they are on pit road, so possibly they think they can make it on field. I don't know why only the front 3 are there. 4th on back were kind of slower. So the front 3 should retain their positions as long as nothing happens. We'll see. Is it going to be 2 tires or 4 tires? Kind of gauge off of Jay Jefferson what everyone's going to do there. Jefferson does take 4, and the rest will as well. So who's going to get out of pit road in front? Jay Jefferson's going to be a little bit of a disadvantage here. He's going to have to wait for some of those guys to pull in, and that's why Jefferson's going to fall to 3rd. Canto does keep his position. Eli Bright moves up to 2nd. Jay Jefferson will fall back to 3rd. And then you got 4th on back going to come off pit road. So lap cars do stay out. They might come down pit road, but Canto will lead the field back to the green flag. Coming back around lap number 14, how about this? 2 of the top 3 in points with issues. They have retired from the race. Tim Gary and Justin Heath for 2nd and 3rd coming into the day in points. And they're going to definitely fall, finishing 40th and 39th. We still have those 2 cars left down, Joe Jefferson and Wyatt Walker. With 36 cars on the lead that. Michael Canto is out front. In 2nd, you have Eli Bright. 3rd is Jay Jefferson. 4th, Josh Meal and Jason Smeo Jr. in 5th. They got Levi Schoen in 6th. 7th is Bray Ernest. 8th, Keegan Thompson. 9th, Evan Hunter. And 10th is Max Anderson. So the pace car is back in. Restart here in lap number 14. Michael Canto has 2 lap cars to his inside. Eli Bright behind him in 2nd as they come to the stretch. Green flag back in the air. And my, oh my, Canto. Very, very great restart right here, and this is allowing him to pull away because he gets clear of these lap cars, and 2nd on back are going to be fighting to get by the lap cars. Josh Meal going to be the big winner in all this. He's going to get to 2nd from 4th. Eli Bright and Jay Jefferson might fall outside the top 5, possibly even the top 10 if they stay on the outside. Oh, Semio really slow there. The 15 and the 33 coming down pit road, the 2 Semitos. Oh, they're wrecking on front stretch. Your points leader involved. And a bunch of other cars. My, oh my. I would love to see the day where a great NR track for AIs are made. Racing back is Michael Canto. And then the front 3. And then on back is 4th and probably all destroyed. So Michael Canto once again will lead them back to the stripe. Eli Bryant in second, Jay Jefferson in third. As big issues, Javier Hernandez all torn up. William Seaman, Adam Lewis, Marcus Sachi. Let's hope Canto doesn't hit any of these guys. Looks like he'll keep it off. So let's see what happened. Your points leader, Code Luigi, with some damage in this, and some others. Because those cars decided to come down pit road for some odd reason, Max Harrison's up high against the wall trying to give those guys room. He's going to hit the wall, come down to Evan Hunter, who can't let off in time, and gets right as Sprayly Tube, gets Derek Bouchard. Carter Friesen in the 99 does get damage in that as he's going to come up. He's going to get hit by Code Luigi. William Seaman, Marcus Sachi, Javier Hernandez, John West, Michael Gregory, and Cynthia Bright all involved. And then some others come flying in. Here comes Adam Lewis. He's going to hit hard. Let's go on board with Code Luigi in the 42. Your points leader with damage, so the front three in points. All going to have big issues. They're going to allow fourth on back to catch up. And this opens the door for a lot of people in points. The front three really pulled away and showed themselves to be the kings of the point standings, and now they are going to be kind of falling just a little bit. They'll probably still keep those positions, but it'll be closer. So Canto led them back, and he's going to lead them back to the restart with about 20 laps to go. So this is going to be a mess of a restart. Come back to the green flag on lap number 20. All the cars we retired because of that are Adam Lewis, Javier Hernandez, William Seaman, Code Luigi, Cynthia Bright, and Michael Gregory. There are only 25 cars on the lead lap. All of those cars are a lap down. Michael Canto is out front. In second, you have Jay Jefferson. Third is Kevin Band. Fourth is Levi Schoens. Fifth is Bray Ernest. Then you got Keegan Thompson in sixth. Seventh, Francis Dustin. Eighth, Max Harrison. Ninth, Evan Hunter. 10th, Alex Stewart. Eli Bright had to make an unscheduled pit stop. He'll restart in the 16th position after pitting from second, so maybe he'll be able to charge his way through the field with some fresh tires. See all the cars to the inside lap downs. The pace car is in. Canto going to try and clear these lap cars. It'll give him a huge advantage over the rest of the field. They come down the front straightaway. Green flag back in the air. He got a good restart, but is it enough? He'll go off into turn one. If Joe Jefferson can stay beside him, it's going to be a fight to try and get down to the bomb. Jefferson stays beside him. Now Keegan Thompson, the first lead lap car, to go to the inside, but there are some damaged cars back there. So how will this play a factor as they come down the back straightaway? Canto way high. He got forced 3 wide. Here comes Keegan Thompson in the 98. Thompson to the race lead. So after winning the Pepsi 600 last race, he's up here leading the 5-hour RNG 400 now. Oh, crash again. Luke Rainey, DJ Reed, John West. These guys trying to race back and get their positions back on the lead lap. Here comes Francis Dustin, 3 wide to the bottom. Off of 4 to race back to the stripe. It's going to be Francis Dustin with the race lead with 20 to go. The caution is out. 4 cars get their laps back. Dustin with the race lead. Thompson in second. Hunter in third. And once again, another caution. I bet you it's because a car hit the wall off turn 4, went down to the apron, and came back up onto the apron. Because why not? Let's see what happened. So no one's surprised. A car did go down the apron because of lap cars, which is a double whammy and all of that, but then they come back up there 5 wide. Alexander hits the wall, gets down to John West, gets into Tim Renoff, Luke Rainey, DJ Reed, and look at the hit for, oh my gosh, the hit for Rainey and Reed. That was a hard crash. So just about halfway through the race, and another caution will come out. I believe this is probably like the 10 millionth caution of the race. This get into Bristol levels of stupidity, and this is why we only go to Kansas once a season. So Francis Dustin made a 3-wide move to get back to the race lead. They will, of course, stay out, and the 27 car will lead us back to the green flag. We're in turns 3 and 4, take the restart. Lap number 26. More cars have, actually no cars retired, surprisingly. We have 29 now on the lead lap, as I believe 4 cars unlap themselves. Francis Dustin will be the race leader. Keegan Thompson second, Evan Hunter third, Max Anderson fourth, Alex Stewart fifth. Then got Michael Canto in sixth, Patrick Smith seventh, Jay Jefferson eighth, Bray Ernest ninth, Kevin Band 10th. As they come back down the front stretch for the restart, Francis Dustin lean, green flag back in the air. And Dustin got very lucky there that there were some damaged cars to the inside, so he will clear along with possibly the front 3. Yeah, Hunter will also get clear. Max Anderson and Alex Stewart will also get around. So they're going to go 3 wide around Isaac Nichols, who's staying to the bottom lane. Probably one of the best ways you can actually get out of the way is just to stay down low or stay way up high to get out of the way, because he's going to let the front about 12-10 go by. Thompson now battling with Dustin for the race lead as they come off of turn number 4. They're stacked up 3 wide behind. Here comes Evan Hunter now for the second position. Couldn't get done. Oh no, cars are on the apron. Let's go back and look at that. Case me one of them. I believe Riley's barely to the other. Yep, there goes Sumito onto the apron. Gonna come up and who? Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh my gosh, Trey Rainey took a hard hit there. So once again, a caution has come out. Yeah, woo, caution! As they will race back, Francis Dustin is giving the race. He's going to lead them back to the caution flag. Is there going to be a battle for second? I believe Keegan Thompson will beat Hunter back to the stripe. He does do just that. And a caution has come out for Francis Dustin with the race lead. And let's see what happened. Cars got down the apron. They went back down to the apron because why the not? Let's see what happened. Car got onto the wall, car went down to the apron, car came back up on track, but because track sucks with AIs, car went back down the apron in the corner and then came up and wiped out the field. Let's actually see it for yourself. Wow, would you look at that? If only people knew how to make AIs work at tracks, it would be great, because online leagues aren't the only things that NR is being kept afloat by, so maybe if we would acknowledge offline leagues, you know, some people would be happier. Francis doesn't let them back. They're going to stay out. Maybe we'll go caution to the end. We'll see. 10 to go and get the green flag. Thank God, because I can't wait for this thing to be over. Trey Rainey and Wyatt Walker out of this race. And along with Jason Sumito Jr., who blew up under this caution. So there's now 26 cars on the lead lap. Francis Dustin out front. Keegan Thompson in second. Third is Evan Hunter. Fourth, Max Harrison. Patrick Smith in fifth. Then you got Bray Ernest in sixth. Seventh, Alex Stewart. Eighth, Levi Jones. Ninth, Brandon Tharp. 10th is Jay Jefferson. So yeah, great race at Kansas so far. Caution about every lap. Probably about 7 cautions as of now. And we're probably going to get a caution to end the race under the yellow flag. As Francis Dustin with the race lead as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag is back out. And wow, Keegan Thompson spins the tires on that restart. Allowed Francis Dustin to get away there. Yeah, Thompson and Hunter, they're going to have to get lined up and hope that the draft propels them up to that 27 car, and they have to hope that the track isn't bad. Here comes Hunter for second. If they get side by side, that's going to really help Francis Dustin out. I believe Hunter's going to come right back up, though. Right back in line with Keegan Thompson. They're going to have a big run in tournament with that draft. Yeah, just couldn't get there in time, though. If they stay like this, though, for a few more laps, they're going to have a shot to get up to that 27th back bumper. But Hunter has a run. I'm surprised he actually didn't take it to the inside of Thompson. See, as long as cars don't get into the wall, we should go green flag to the end. Now the question is, will anyone be able to catch that 27 and pass him? We're now at 8 laps to go. It's almost like that. Now they got into some of that dirty air. The draft does help them down the straightaway, but now they're in the position along with the draft down the straightaway. They're also going to have the dirty air in the corner, so they're going to have to try and find a way to get out of that. Hunter now going to look for second. I believe there might be a lap car ahead. Nope, I was just messing with you. Dustin leading, 7 to go. Hunter looking for second. Max Anderson might follow him through to third. No, Anderson's going to take second for himself. How about Brandon Tharp? He's joined this battle. We haven't really talked about him all night long, and here he is. Inside the top 6, he can get a top 5 before this day's done. Max Harrison's going to clear for second, but that has allowed Francis Dustin to pull away. Now these guys are not organized at all, so they're not going to get any run whatsoever. In fact, the front 2 are going to pull away, and then there's going to be a battle for third on back. Thompson gets down to the bottom lane. Kevin Band, Jay Jefferson, and Michael Kent are going to join this battle. So now the front 2 have pulled away. Anderson's going to try and run down Francis Dustin. Behind them, the battle for third. Patrick Smith has it. Keegan Thompson trying to work his way back up to the front. Come to 5 laps to go. Jay Jefferson and Michael Canto have now joined this battle. Then you got Eli Bright and Jeff Bright, the 2 Brights. How about them? We haven't really talked about Jeff all night long. He's right now sitting in the 11th position. Eli's sitting in the 10th position. He was up there towards the front of the pack, but remember he had to come down pit road for some issue. But he's rebounded nicely inside the top 10, so that'd be a great run for 2 Hendrick Motorsports teammates that have been really quiet here tonight, and that especially for Jeff, who's 4th in points with 3 of the points contenders, the front 3 in points with them being wrecked out. I'm sure he would love to get away with a nice solid top 15. As we look at the battle for the race lead with 4 laps to go, Max Anderson trying to close in on Francis Dustin. I don't know if it's going to be enough, as Dustin's car just looks too good out front. And then the battle for third raging on, so we're going to have some late battles here. Brandon Tharp, trying to keep the 3rd position from some of these guys back here. Now look at, they are charging Eli and Jeff. I don't know if they put on fresher tires or what, but if they had another late race restart, they could possibly get up there and battle for the race lead with Francis Dustin. They've just run out of time. It's 3 laps to go. And Eli's up to 8th. Jeff's up to, I believe, 9th. But he's going to get passed right here. But Eli making his charge up to the front. As we look back up to the race lead, Max Anderson can't get to Francis Dustin. And this is Dustin's race to lose right now as they come through 3 and 4, come to take 2 laps to go. Anderson did get a good run off turn 4 that time. 2 to go. He is closing just a little bit, ever so slightly. That last lap was about a 10th faster. If he can make another lap just like that this time by, he'll have a shot. Look at the run he got off turn number 2. Dustin got a little bit high. White flag this time by. Francis Dustin trying to hold off Max Anderson. Anderson trying anything he can to get around that 27 car. Off of turn number 4 they come. Francis Dustin sees the white flag one more time around Kansas. And the 5-hour Energy 400. Francis Dustin trying to hold off Max Anderson. He's pulled away from him as they come down the back straightaway for the final time. Anderson does close in a little bit with the draft, and he did stay a little bit lower. But as long as Dustin makes 3 and 4, he'll have this race win. Off of turn number 4, they will come. Francis Dustin's going to hold off Max Anderson. He gets out front. He dominates after making that pass. Francis Dustin wins the 5-hour Energy 400 at Kansas. And the rest of the field comes across. Good win for Francis Dustin. They're able to stay out front after making the pass just before the caution flag. Now let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the 5-hour Energy 400 at Kansas. There were 5 caution flags for 20 laps. I'm so sorry about that. I can't believe that race went like that, and I hate it. 2 lead changes among 3 different drivers. Francis Dustin ended up winning the race. He led the majority of laps, 21. And second, you had Max Anderson. He tried to chase him down, just couldn't do it. I believe the dirty air probably had a factor. Brandon Tharp ends up 3rd. Keegan Thompson riding a wave of momentum. He ends up 4th. And Kevin Bann rounds out the top 5. Then Eli Bright makes a charge up to 6th. Great run for him. Jay Jefferson 7th. He definitely needed that. Jeff Bryan 8th after starting 42nd. He's definitely going to take that. He's now close down to your points leader. Michael Canto 9th. He led 19 laps. Got passed late in the race. He has to settle for a 9th place finish. And Bray Ernest rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. And I don't know how many of these cars did not have damage of some sort. If you look down now, 21st to 40th, see only 26 cars finished on the lead lap. Luke Rainey somehow one of them. His car was up off the ground along with DJ Reed. I don't know how they finished, but they did gain some very valuable points because of a lot of wrecks happened. Jason Smith Jr., pole sitter, ends up 30th after a gearbox fails him. And then you can see down here, your top 3 in points. Tim Gary ends up 40th. He was 2nd in points. Justin Heath ends up 39th. He was 3rd in points. And Code Loser, your points leader, he's going to stay your points leader. He ends up 35th. Now let's go look at the point standings. So here are the point standings after Kansas. Code Luigi keeps the points lead. It's now 70 points over Jeff Bright, who is 2nd. Tim Gary is falling back to 3rd in points. Justin Heath falls to 4th. And Max Anderson now up to 5th. Andrew Miller is 6th. Patrick Smith is 7th. In 8th, you have Alexander Rowe. Brandon Tharp 9th. And Kevin Bann rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. And you would think with Bandon being in the top 10 points now, that opens the wild card to a guy with 1 win. However, that's not the case. TJ Henley, since he won the All-Star race, he takes a wild card spot. He and Joe Jefferson right now have those wild card spots in hand. But Francis Dustin with the win moves up to 13th in points. Evan Hunter, John West, Trey Rainey also there. So it's definitely going to be a fight to get into the chase. Look down 21st to 4th. Keegan Thompson. Another solid run. He's moved up to 21st in points. So that team's making strides at the right time of the season. If they get another victory, get up into that top 20 points and stay there, they could possibly get a wild card. Luke Rainey, the same boat. Jay Jefferson moves up to 24th, so he's been gaining as of late. He's actually tied for 23rd with Derek Bouchard. Now you got some other drivers here. Adam Lewis, Eli Bright, Riley Spurley-Tube, last season's champion Michael Gregory, Isaac Nichols, Levi Shones. They could just hope for something good to happen for them. So now as we look down, the next race, it's going to be a lot better than this one. The Pepsi 400, the midway point of the season, Daytona. See you guys then.